3 degrees rather than 6 out there. So we'll do lots of nice warming and energizing poses, lots of lovely breathing to connect you to the present, but also to keep you warm and those muscles open and energized. And also hopefully remove some of that tightness. I certainly felt that this morning with the change again in the weather, and it feels quite damp. That's not good if we've got arthritis. It's not good if our joints are already stiff. It can exacerbate that. So if you're feeling a bit bloated, if you're feeling a bit tight, then hopefully these exercises will add some suppleness and openness to those joints, okay? Again, as I always say, yogis, take it very easy. Do as much or as little of the practice as you can, and remember to stop, even skip a pose if you need to, okay? We're not here to hurt ourselves. What you will need is some water, so grab some water if you can, and a couple of cans for the resistance work that we often do. Of course, you can use your own weights if you have them, but if, like me, you don't have weights, then a couple of cans, just check on the back. I've got Heinz soup today, that they both weigh the same. Most cans weigh between 400 and 420 grams, so just make sure they're both the same weight, okay? And that's all you'll need today, and some water, as I say, layers so that you can peel off later, and a chair like this with no armrests ideally and no wheels, and making sure that you're on a nice, even, non-slip surface, okay? It's all the regular housekeeping things we do, but it's always worth mentioning because we've got 27 people joining us this morning. Fantastic numbers. So again, just a moment to say thank you for supporting us. And remember, if you like these classes and you'd like to donate, I know there's been some issues with people not being able to donate on the page, but hopefully that's been sorted out now. Do donate a few pounds if you can, and if you're able. Thank you. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to start. And we're going to arrive in the space. So today, what we're going to do is a nice, just gentle breath work exercise. We're going to take about 5 slow breaths. We're going to work in the tummy as well today. I should mention that we're going to do some work for the abdominals, which is great for digestive system and great for keeping this area strong. But for now, I want you to turn your palms uppermost, and in a receptive sort of invocation or intention, we're going to bring the thumb and the index finger together of both hands. That's your pad of your thumb, pad of the index fingers touching. Now, if I wasn't feeling particularly great today and I was feeling a little bit unsure of my steps whilst walking forwards today, I may have my palms down. That can often be more grounded. But today, we're going to turn the palms up, thumb and index finger together, and have a more receptive gesture. Okay, we're open and just open to all and anything that life has to offer us today. Okay, so we can roll the shoulders back. Also, when we turn the palms uppermost, it just opens up the clavicle area, this upper chest area. If we have them down, as I say, it's a more grounded, more centered approach. But this is just a little bit more open, okay? And we're going to close our eyes. And we're just going to take some deep breaths in and out. Through the nostrils if you can, so your mouth ideally closed if that's comfortable, eyes gently closed. And we're just going to take 6 slow breaths here. And we can add an invitation, we can add a positive message, so we can say something like, to ourselves inwardly or out loud, breathing in, I breathe in peace. Breathing out, I let go of stress. Breathing in, I breathe in peace. Breathing out, I let go of stress. And we can shorten that simply by saying peace in, stress out. Peace in on the inhale, stress out on the exhale. 2 more deep breaths together, yogis. Stress, we want to rid it. Breathing in, we want to invoke the peace. Fill the body with that vital energy. And as we exhale, a sense of releasing the stress and any tension we may be holding in our body. Breathing in peace. Breathing out stress. Let it go. 1 more deep breath in and out together, yogis. Peace in. Stress out. Stress has no place for us in our body. We want to rid the body of any tension today. And then gently open the eyes, release the fingers, and just start to shake it out, okay? We'll start with the upper body, so we're going to shake up, shake it down, shake it out to one side, and out to the other. Let's do that again. Shake it up, just gently, hands, wrists, relatively relaxed and floppy, shaking down to one side and to the other. Good. And then relax the hands. So we'll start with our lovely fingers. We're going to take them to shoulder height, arms and palms down. Keep the arms straight if you can at the elbow. Breathe in, make that loose fist. Breathe out and open. And we're going to do 6 more. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Breathing in as you make a loose fist. Breathing out as you release. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Once more. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Release the hands and just gently shake it out again. Open and close them rapidly, the fingers, and just shake it out from the wrist once more. Lovely work. Well done, yogis. Okay, let's move straight into the wrists now. Let's imagine we're pushing out to the side. Imagine we've got these 2 big pillar-like pillars, beside us. And we're going to push. And what I want you to try and do is keep the fingers pointing toward the ceiling and really stretch the wrist, but without straining. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Now we're going to pulse that 20 times. We're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10. Now bring them in and pulse forwards 10 times. 1 and 2. That's it. Pushing, pushing. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. Relax. I want you to roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in and out. That's it. Resting, recuperating breath out. That's it. And we go again. But this time we're going to take the hands out to the side and we're going to make 2 loose fists, okay? And we're just going to turn, okay? Little rotations. We're going to do 10 in one direction. So both wrists moving in the same direction. Now this is firming your arms as well, yogis. But more importantly, it's opening and energizing wrist, elbow, and to a large degree, also the shoulder joints. Now let's pause, go in the opposite direction. Small little circles, keep the elbows, the arms at shoulder height. Just about 10 of those slowly. Coming to the end now. Now let's pause, come forwards and do that again. So both wrists, that's it, moving them in towards one another, 10 of those slowly. Lovely work. This firms the arms as well, yogis. And in the opposite direction. Nice small little rotations just in the wrists. Good. Are we sitting tall? Let's remind ourselves to do so. Take a deep breath in and an even breath out. And then pause. We're going to begin one in one direction and the other wrist in the opposite direction. Now, this is not a test by any means, but it is just simply about having a go. Well done. Pause. Should we try the other way? One in one direction, that's it, and the other in the opposite direction. Remember, yogis, it's simply about having a go and allowing your brain to communicate with your body. Don't worry if it's not happening today. And then pause, shake it out one last time. We often feel this in the shoulders if they're tight, so you're working the whole arm. So don't worry if you do get tired, that's great because you're working, as I say, at firming the entire arm. We'll move straight into the elbows now. Again, do as much or as little of this as you can. Take them out to the side for me again, like mine. Shoulder height, palms facing uppermost. Let's breathe in and bring the fingers to the shoulders. Breathe out and open. And we do 6 more. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out. And just take a little pause there. Feel the opening of the shoulders, elbows. And 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Once more. Inhale. Now you're going to bring them forward. Bring one in, one out. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 1 and 2. That's it. Same movement, but just forwards, alternating for 3. Last round. And 4. Good. Now relax. I want you to keep your hands if you can, fingers on the shoulders if that's comfortable. Sitting tall. Let's just do some shoulder circles, okay? And we're going to do 10 of those forwards. That's it, nice and slowly. Again, you can either do less, do just 5 if 10 feels too many this morning, or stop if you need to, okay? As if you're drawing those small, little accurate circles with the elbow. Should we go in the opposite direction now? Let's go backwards. Shoulder circles, up to 10 if you can, in a backwards motion. That's it. All the while we're breathing. All the while we're sitting tall with the feet hip width apart in our chair. Good. One more. Lovely. And then we're going to just relax and release the arms. Let's just roll the shoulders back now. That feels quite nice to do, doesn't it? Sort of natural movement. So just join me in doing 4 more slowly. Shoulder shrugs, that's it. Easing out the tension that we may be holding there. And then we'll go forwards, between 6 and 8 forwards again. So shoulder rolls, just lovely way to untie the knots there. And if that's too strong a movement, then do stop if you need to. I'm going to do 1 more, yogis, and then pause. Now I thought it'd be quite nice to do a new movement today for the waist. This can be done sitting or even standing with the knees bent. So we may try both. So come forwards a little bit on your chair so you've got enough room to turn your waist from side to side. We're going to work, this works the waist and it also limbers up the sides of the body. We may want to take the feet a little wider than hip width and then gently, fingers just resting on the shoulders. Come as far forwards as you can, feet a little wider, and you're going to inhale and twist to one side. Exhale, twist to the other. Breathing in smoothly, twisting to your left. Exhale to your right. Now keep the shoulders relaxed. Use the breath. Inhale to one side. Exhale, twist to the other. Remind yourself, yogis, this movement is coming from your waist, from your hip and waist. So the torso is moving, but legs are relatively still. Anchor down those feet. Let's do 4 more. 1 and 2. Inhale, exhale. 2 more rounds. And 3. Doesn't matter if you're not twisting very far, just as far as you can. And 4. Lovely work. Come back to the center. Relax. Shrug and just roll those shoulders back 4 times again. Yes, we can often feel the effects of that movement. It's warming as well for the torso. And 4 little rotations with the shoulders forwards. Well done. Sit back and we'll just work on our neck. Again, if any of this feels too much for the neck, then you can just stop. And similarly, they're called neck rolls. We're going to start by turning the head to the left, keeping the spine tall, feet hip width apart. Let's breathe in here. We roll the neck down as if we're drawing a little smile with the chin and nose. And we exhale all the way up. Now we're facing the right. And we go again. Breathing in. Smooth and slow here, yogis. Rolling the chin downwards. And exhale. Now just remind yourself to sit tall, don't slump. Inhale again. Let's go down. Good. Exhale. Should we do 1 more? Let's do 1 more together. Breathing in from the right. Rolling down. All the way to the left again. And then bring the head back to the center. Take a moment. I want you to breathe in here. Breathe out and relax. Good. Okay, we want that blood flow just to start to release. And really these areas, it promotes, softness here. It's untying the tension there. Let's go from right ear to right shoulder now. And I want you to take the left hand and point it down slightly away from the body. Accentuate the stretch if you can. Allow yourself to let go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And just come back to the central position. And left ear if you can to left shoulder. Right arm out, pointing the fingers down. And enjoy at least a deep breath in and out here. Well done. Come back. And you may notice tightness on one side more than the other. And that's normal. So let's go again. Right ear to right shoulder. Let's take the opposite arm down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's bring the peace in as we breathe in. And as you exhale, roll the tension down the shoulder and out through those fingers. That's it. Come back to the center once more on the left. Right arm pointing downwards. Again, left ear to left shoulder, but don't strain. Let's breathe in peace. And as you exhale, just roll any tension all the way down that shoulder, arm, and out through those fingers. One more deep breath in. And exhale, come back to the center. Good work, yogis. Let's just roll the shoulders back. That's it, and forwards. And perhaps notice if that area feels a little warmer and a little looser now. The idea is these are gentle warm-ups to help energize and open those tight spots. We're going to move straight into the legs now. Grab a sip of water if you need to, yogis. We'll just spend about 10 minutes warming, opening, and energizing the lower half of the body, okay? It's coming up to 10:02, so we're doing really well for time. And the second part of the practice, from 12 to 12:30, will be weights and a little bit more energetic, okay? So let's have the feet about hip width apart, if that's comfortable. Toes and ankles facing forwards. And I've taken off my socks, but you do not have to, okay? Just do what feels comfortable for you. And what I'm going to do is scrunch up the toes firstly, like I did with the fingers, flick away. We're going to do 8 of those. Inhaling, exhale as you just... What I'm doing is I'm flicking away these imaginary balls, but I've also lifted the toes so they get a stretch. Scrunch and release. Scrunching up on the inhale, exhale to the release. Try 4 more slowly. Breathing in, breathing out, good. And as you're doing this, know that you're actually stretching the entire foot, particularly the front of the foot and all of the toes. Get a delicious workout. 1 more, yogis. Inhale, scrunch, exhale, release. Now, as you open the toes and place them down, have the intention of trying to fan the toes apart, okay? Creating a little space if you can, but without straining. Let's lift them, give them a good old wiggle and stretch. They may feel a bit chilly this morning, and fan them apart. Good. Let's wiggle, stretch, fan them apart. Lovely. 2 more of those. We'll lift them, give them a good old wiggle, and fan them apart as you spread them on the floor. Once more if you can. Lift, wiggle, fan them apart. Good. Okay, and by all means put your socks back on if they're chilly. Okay, let's come to the right. I'm just coming over to the right side of your chair, and just so you can see this, I turn the toe. I don't really turn the toe, sorry. The front of the foot rests on the back of the mat behind me, okay? So the front of the foot gets a delicious stretch. And what I'm going to do is just sit tall, perhaps my hands on my left thigh to steady me, or just pushing weight into the chair to get height in the spine, and that right knee is low, front of the foot getting a stretch. Hold for a deep breath in and out. And making sure that that feels a comfortable stretch. 1 more deep breath in and out. Good. And release carefully. Let's switch sides. Remember, that may feel better doing it with socks on or even a trainer. Take great care. And if there is discomfort in the foot, then don't do this, okay? You can skip this pose if you wish to. So front of the foot, resting on the mat, left knee coming down. I push the weight into the chair, look forwards. And again, just be very mindful that you're stretching just the front of 1 foot. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, good. Inhale again, and exhale, good. And release carefully. Bring both feet back. And let's move into working at synchronizing the brain with both now. We're going to coordinate both feet together. So if it's comfortable, just raise both feet slightly off the floor for me and push them both down. And then push away. So what we call a flexion, 6 of those. Inhale as toes come down. Exhale as toes come towards you. Breathing in, push the toes as far forward as you comfortably can. And exhale. Try 3 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Inhale down. Exhale towards you. 1 more if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Now alternate, one forwards, inhale, one back. And we'll do 6 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. 5 and 6. Lovely. And do release the feet down. Take a deep breath in. Just relax the feet. Let them just relax on the floor. And breathe out. Good. Then raise them both again for me. And what we're going to do now, just like we did with our wrist joints, we're going to untie the knots in the ankle. So I'm making small circles, bringing both big toes together, so feet coming in toward one another. I purposely do these slowly, and 3 more if you can. That's it, nice and slowly. Now in the opposite direction, if that's comfortable for the knee. Again, if it isn't, you can just stop. Just 3 more, and 2, and 3. Now separate them a little bit. They don't need to be high off the floor. And we're going to have a go at talking to the brain and the feet. So lots of lovely communication going on with body and brain. And I'm going to begin the right one in one direction, okay, and the left one in the opposite direction. Now sometimes this happens and sometimes it doesn't, so don't worry, but just have a go, alternating one foot in one direction and the other in the opposite direction. Then pause, don't worry if it wasn't happening, because what is happening is there's a super highway of communication happening with brain and body, and that's already happening, so that's brilliant. Okay, we're going to move the other one, so start with the left one now, yogis, in one direction. Just get that going, and then try if you can to get the other one going in the opposite direction. And I always find one side much easier, but please don't judge yourself. Have a go. If it's not happening, it doesn't matter, because there's already an effective communication superway, highway, as I said, going on, just firing up that, and it gets better and easier with practice. So please don't beat yourself up, but do have a go. Nicely done, yogis. Come to stillness, relax the feet down, and just to keep them warm, let's just march on the spot a little bit. That's it. Take them wide, bring them in. Let's do that for 10 seconds. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. And that warms up all of these areas, the nerve endings and the nerves underneath on the soles of the feet may feel stimulated now and even warmer, sort of, you know, just sort of fuzzy. And that's great because that's energy. So perhaps you're noticing they feel warmer. If you do suffer from chronic cold feet, then pop your toes on, but do those exercises daily. They really do enhance and encourage a better circulatory system, particularly down into the extremities, like fingers and toes, where we naturally feel colder, particularly when the weather changes so rapidly from sort of warm to damp again. And we do live in a very damp county, so again, do your anti-rheumatic group of exercises, particularly in the feet and the toes, the ones I've given you, and others as well, if you can. Should we move into the knees, yogis? How are your knees today? Well, let's find out. We're going to do our knee crank. So I come forwards. I'm going to just raise my right knee and hold on to either alternate wrists or elbows if you can. Now with this aptly named knee crank, it isn't a particularly attractive word, I know. Think about moving from the knee down to the foot in as wide a circles as you comfortably can. I stress the word comfortably. I'm going to do 6 today. Okay, they do not have to be big, just as wide as you comfortably can. So I'm going to do 3 more. Again, you might just want to do 1 or 2. We will change directions. That's lovely. And the opposite direction now. As wide a circles from the knee down to the foot as you comfortably can. I'm going to do 3 more. So this energizes, and it's said to strengthen the entire knee joint. But again, just take care. If it's too strong, you may want to skip that pose and do the next one I'll show you, which is a gentler version of still working the knee joint, okay? But if you can, we're going to hold on to now the bent knee, left knee, hold on to alternate wrists underneath the left thigh, or the elbows if you can. Remember, yogis, just from the knee down to the foot, in as wide a circles as you can. And I'm going to do 6 in one direction, 3 more, and then 6 in the alternate direction. So make sure you do the same amount in both directions, yogis. Here we go. There's 1 and 2, not forcing the movement, and 3 and 4. Keep the spine tall, and 5, and keep the breath even through your nose, and 6. Well done. Release carefully. And now we're going to do an alternative to that if that felt too strong, okay? So just so you can see this pose more easily from the side, I'm going to interlace underneath the right knee, come forwards a little bit. And this is the alternative to that, but nice to do if you can as well. I bring the nose to the knee. Can you see I make a C shape with my spine, so my spine gets a stretch. Exhale, straighten it to shoulder height and flex the toes towards you. Keep those feet switched on throughout the practice. Don't let them droop or fall asleep. And I'm going to do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, I look forwards, flex the feet. Notice the whole leg is at hip height. Breathing in, flex those toes, breathing out. So my toes, my ankle, my leg, my spine, everything gets a workout. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, look forward. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out. Release. Don't move, just so you can see the movement more clearly. I've just moved over. Here we go. Left side, nose to knee. Exhale, flex the feet. Keep the whole leg, if you can, in alignment with the hip. And 4 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Breathing in. This side is much easier for me. Are you noticing, yogis, one side may feel physically easier than the other? Again, don't judge that, but just be mindful of it. Release the leg. Let's come back and do a little bit of work into our hips now. And this exercise is lovely because it's nice and gentle and something I hope most of you can do. So let's bring the knees together, but notice I've taken the feet wide. Toes are sort of pointing in, heels slightly out, but knees remain together. Sitting tall, let's take a breath in and a deep breath out. Remind ourselves that the breath is key, and we open the knees and bring them in. Now we can hold on to the sides of the chair or hands on our knees, whichever's more comfortable and more steadying. And we just go nice and slowly. And we're going to do this for 20 seconds, okay? So this opens up the hip and the knee joint, but particularly the pelvic and hip area. Let's do 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. Slow it down if you need to. 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Now let's reverse the movement. Bring the feet in. Feet stay together now, yogis, but knees go apart. And 20 seconds. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slow it down if you need to. 7, and 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. And again, if you find that just irritates your hips, stop if you need to, or just do much less. Just do 10 maybe, okay? But well done. So we're going to sit back now, okay? And we're just going to warm up the entire leg by marching on the spot again, okay? So let's start marching on the spot. That's it. Just to warm up the capillaries and the feet. Let's take it wide and bring the legs in. 10 seconds. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Shake the legs out. Well done. And that's the upper body, the lower body, all beautifully opened and energized. Let's sit back again, because we've got the time. Roll our shoulders back. Let's turn the palms uppermost, so that again, here is open. In that gesture of receptivity, thumb and index finger together. And join me in just taking 3 slow breaths here. Eyes can be open or closed. That's it. Just let the breath return to normal. But this is a moment, it's a real opportunity, yogis, to just take your mind on a little journey through the body. Notice physically how you feel in this moment. So bringing you to this present moment. Notice if your body feels a little warmer and a little looser now. Let's enjoy taking another deep breath in and out. As we just want to observe physically how we feel without judging. And an opportunity to bring our awareness back to our breathing. Let's take a deep breath in together. And if your eyes were closed, open them now as you exhale. Release the hands, shake it out with the hands and feet. What a wonderful opportunity. I hope you feel warmer. And what we're now going to do, yogis, just checking the time, it's just gone 12, is we're going to sit just for a few minutes and work with our weights, and then we'll come up standing and do a series of lovely standing energizing poses. So grab some water now if you haven't done already. It's really key to keep hydrated, even if it's just sips of tea or hot water or juice. And when you've done that, let's come back. Okay, so I said we'd work with our weights. So if you're happy to, grab your weights. If you're not using weights, and I appreciate not everybody wants to, and that's fine, you're still going to benefit from the poses. Can I ask you to make a loose fist? So your thumb will be inside, your 4 fingers wrap round, and follow me with all the movements, making a loose fist, okay? If you're using your own weights, again, just grip with care. Stop if there's any discomfort. If you're using the cans as well, again, similarly, grip them with care, okay? They do weigh quite a bit, and the last thing we want to do is hurt our toes, okay? So just take a good deep breath in and out here, yogis. Let's sit tall. That's it. And let's just start by marching on the spot, okay? We want the lower half and the upper half to enjoy working and communicating together. Just simply march with the cans, okay? So when you're ready, like me, I'm going to take the legs wide, march with arms and legs, and bring them in. Now we're going to do that for 30 seconds. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Keep going. 1 and 2, you're doing well. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. 10 more seconds, going in and out with the legs if you can. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Come to stillness. Good. So I don't know about anybody else, but I was having to count, do my legs and swing as well. So a lot going on there, but wonderful, as I say, for the communication, that superhighway, brain and body, actively talking to each other. It doesn't get much better than that. What we're going to do now is add the arms and legs again in a series of movements, okay? So, simple one now. I'm going to raise the right leg, always flex the toes, and take the arms out to shoulder height, and then come down. Then we raise the left leg, arms to shoulder height, holding onto the weights or making a loose fist, and release. The second part is we bring the cans up, over the head, and back down. Over the head again, alternate legs, and back down, okay? So what we'll try and do is 30 seconds of one, followed by 30 seconds of the other. I'll talk you through it, so don't worry. Are we ready? Let's take a deep breath in. That's it, deep breath out. Remember, go at your pace, stop if you need to. Here we go. When you're ready, yogis, again, just please take it at your pace. And 1, good. And 2, so alternate legs. Inhale as you raise, exhale as you lower the cans. That's 4. We're going to go for 30 seconds. 5 and 6. That's it, smoothly. 7, use your breath. And 8 and 9. Good. And 10. Now we alternate. We bring the cans up and we go 1. Good. And alternate. 2, left. And 3. Keep the head and neck strong. And 4. Up to 10 if you can. 5 and 6. Lovely work. 7. Keep breathing. And 8. Lovely. 2 more if you can. 9 and 10. Lovely. Now we go back to out. And 1 and 2. Good. Slow it down if you need to. 3. Doing well. And 4 and 5. Alternate leg lifts with the shoulders. 6 and 7, and 8, just 2 more, 9, and 10. Get ready to take them over again. For 1, good, and 2, and 3, you've got it, and 4, keep breathing, 5, that's it, it's not done too quickly, and 6, warming up now, 7, and 8, lovely, 2 more if you can, 9, and 10, good, now we're going for 10 more again, here we go, 1, and 2, then we get to rest, I promise, and 3, good, and 4, 5, breathe, and 6, slow it down if you need to, 7, you're doing really well, 8, last 2, 9, and 10, and for those that want to, over the head again, for 1, last 10, and 2, and 3, and 4, well done, keep going if you can, but do stop if you need to, remember, that's 6, and 7, and 8, just 2 more yogis, 9, last 1, and 10, brilliant. Okay, put your cans down. You work for a couple of minutes there, well done, shake it out. That's it, roll the shoulders back, make sure you take some nice, deep, refreshing breaths. Let the body recover. Good, lovely work. Okay, we haven't finished there. Grab some water if you need to. Come forwards and let's do a little bit of work for the inner groin and thigh. But again, I want to use the cans. So go wide for me, like me, on your chair, coming forward slightly, and make sure again your sitting bones are firmly on the chair. Toes are out, heels are in what we call a wide-legged stance. And we're going to do some bicep curls. Breathing in for right, breathing out for left. And we're going to do this for about a minute, okay? Let's go after 3. Sit tall, take a deep breath in with me. Good, breathe out and go at your pace. 1, and 2, that's it, and 3, good, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, very gently, and 8, 9, and 10. Now both together for 1, that's it, good, and 2, and 3, sit tall, breathe, and 4, you're doing well, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, there's no rush, a smooth movement, remember, avoiding injury, 9, and 10. Now alternate, so right and left, 20 seconds, here we go, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. 10 more if you can. 1, and 2, and 3. Breathe, and 4, that's it. 5, and 6, and 7, almost there. And 8, just 2 more. 9, and 10. Brilliant. Now take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. In that exercise, you are working your bicep, your upper bicep muscles. You are working at opening your groin area and releasing tension all the way from the groins, all the way down to the inner ankle. Now, if you can stay there, we're going to do a couple of more poses. We're going to come forwards with our hands, very gently with a flat back, and we're going to inhale to shoulder height and come in, okay? So I'm leaning slightly forwards, grip the cans. If you want to do this and you're a bit tired, put the cans down, make 2 loose fists, and simply do this movement, okay? Watch the low back, okay? So anchor down the feet, they stay wide. Don't feel you have to use the cans unless you feel strong enough to do so. So they come forwards, inhale just about shoulder height, exhale back into the chest. We're going to do 10. Here we go. 1, and 2. Watch your knees. That's it. And 3, the movement's smooth. We can add the breath. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 5, good. And 6, you're leaning forwards from the waist slightly. 7, go gently. 8, that's brilliant. 9, last one, and 10. Fantastic. Now let's move forwards a little bit if we need to again. Keep wide. We're going to take the cans, grip them with care to shoulder height forwards. 1, and lower. And 2, and lower. Good. 3, up to 10. 4, that's brilliant. And 5, just to shoulder height. And 6, you're doing well. Lots of arm work today, so take it easy. 7, fantastic. 8, 9, don't forget to breathe. And 10, fantastic. Now let's take them out to the side from here. And all we're going to do is come in for 1 and out again for 2. But we're sitting up here. Keep the legs wide, open those toes, that's it. And 10. 1, good. And 2. And 3. Stop if you need to. And 4, doing well. You're going to feel this tomorrow. 5, gently I hope, on your arms. And 6, good. And 7, so inhale, exhale here. This is number 8. Exhale, lovely. 9, we're nearly there, yogis. Last one if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Come in. Now zigzag, walk the feet in. Put those hands down. Wow. Let's sit back. Just shake it out. You did a lot of work on your shoulders and arms there, but coordinating the breath. So again, firing up the superhighway from the brain all the way down. Sit back. That's it. Give yourself a round of applause. And roll the shoulders back. Do you like that? A round of applause, literally. I like that. Roll them back. Yes. And forwards. Lovely. And notice if you feel a bit looser. Well, yogis, it's time to come up and do some shaking out, but using the back and the side and the front of our chair. And I think we'll do 1 round of a sun salute facing the chair, just to keep the joints malleable and open. Grab some more water if you need to. We've still got 15 minutes to go, so lots of time. So when you're ready, have a little sip of water. I know I will. Get very dry when I'm talking as well. Staying hydrated. Now, don't worry if you can't remember this. I've got a lovely sheet as well, sun salutation facing a chair. So, let's face our chair. Now, this is a series of 12 movements. We often do this. It's something I've just introduced in the last month or so, because it keeps the body stimulated, warm, energized. So you're not going to get cold, okay? And hopefully, all those lovely stretches that you just did in your joints, you're now going to reap the benefits. So notice as you flow through this practice with me, the sun salutation facing a chair, just check in, observe whether certain joints feel a little looser, okay? You utilize the opportunity and just be mindful. How do I feel as I go through these poses physically? Just notice if there's a difference. Okay, so remember it's 12 movements, but of course we may have new people. So if you've not done this before, go gently, listen to my instructions. We don't rush it. There are 12 movements and we're going to do 2, so it's going to be 24. So face your chair, yogis. Roll your shoulders back, have your feet together. Bring your hands to the prayer position. Just take a moment here to breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. The breath is key. Let's take another deep breath in. A deep, full breath out. That's lovely. Now we're going to inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms, and just bring them above the head, looking up gently if you can. As you exhale, bring them down so the hands are resting on the chair, stepping back in a flat back position. If your knees, and I'll come forwards a little bit so you can see, if your knees need to bend, absolutely fine, keep them bent. Otherwise, knees are straight, arms are straight, and I'm trying to keep my back flat as I gaze downwards. lengthening the spine and the crown of the head. Okay, yogis, I'm going to step my left foot in between the chair leg and take my right knee back. Can you see that, yogis? And I'm going to bend my front knee, that's my front left knee, so that I can feel a stretch in the back calf muscle. Now, what's important here is that you make sure that back heel is anchored down. So if, when you bend your front knee gently, your back heel is coming off the floor, you're too wide. So make sure you're not too wide. Bend the front knee gently and activate the stretch in the back right calf muscle. Enjoy that. Looking down, let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Now carefully, you're going to bend your right knee, come down onto the knee, hands remain on the chair, that's it. And this just opens up those thigh muscles, but this is quite gentle for many people. So if you want to go a little deeper now, raise the arms, bring them alongside your ears, and look forwards to accentuate a nice stretch in the torso. Breathing in as you do so, breathing out. Now if that's too strong, by all means leave your hands on the chair, okay? This is just to activate that stretch in your torso and also here in those intercostal muscles. I'm going to breathe in, breathe out, release down. Then we step up and again take the legs away. We're going to have a go at downward dog. Knees bent is fine. Arms are strong. And I come into a downward dog position, supported by my hands on the chair. Arms are strong. I gaze towards my upper thighs. So if your knees are bent, that's absolutely fine. Focus on lengthening through. Arms and spine. And with the legs together, straight or knees bent, enjoy 2 deep breaths. Let's breathe in. Yes, breathe out. Explore the stretch in the spine. Notice if the joints are feeling a little looser now. Lovely. Excellent. Now we're going to go for a very gentle upward dog. So I'm going to slide forwards. I need to come forwards a little bit, feet together, arms and hands strong. Weight really through the palms, and I'm going to dip my spine and raise my sternum and chest and look forwards. Arms are really strong here. Can you see that dip in the spine, lifting my chin, lifting my chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, but activating that upward downward dog. Legs are strong, but most of the weight in the palms and arms. Breathing in, breathe out. Good. And then relax the head. Now we're going to switch sides. So right foot comes forward between the chair leg, left foot out about 45 degrees. Bend that front knee. And again, plant the back left heel into the floor and activate the stretch. Hopefully feeling that very gently in your back left calf muscle. That's the area we're sort of pinpointing. Look down, keep the back of the neck long. Enjoy the stretch in the back calf muscle. Breathing in. Arms are strong. Breathing out. Good. Okay, now we're going to bend that left knee. Come down. We've got the option on, haven't we, here, yogis, to leave the hands, if we wish to, on the chair and simply look forwards. Breathe into the left thigh. Or for those that wish to, raise the arms, palms facing, looking forwards to activate a stretch in the torso. And as you look forwards, relax the shoulders. Enjoy another deep breath in and out with me if you can. Nicely done, yogis. Hands go back to the chair for support. We come up, step back to that flat back position, lengthening, crown of the head to the coccyx, the low spine. And then just step forwards a little bit, keep the feet together, bend the knees gently. Let's inhale and raise the arms. Exhale, palms come back into the prayer position. And there's our 12 points. Now, let's do one more. I'm going to turn my chair this side so you can see clearly. Let's do one more round and then we'll come into some balances, okay? So without further ado, to keep the energy rising, here we go, palms together. And again, let's just take one deep breath in and out here. Inhale, lower the knees, raise the arms, look up or forwards. Exhale, swan dive down and place your hands back on the chair for support. Step back, flat back, Arms again strong, knees can be bent, but looking down and just feel that stretch in the back body. My right foot goes between the chair leg, left foot turned about 40, 45 degrees. I bend that front knee, watching again, it's not coming, hurting me or clashing into the chair. And again, just enjoying the stretch in my back calf muscle. We're going to bend the left knee now, come down. And I like to, just with you, just do a nice little stretch here, a little twist. So let's leave that right hand on the chair for support and take our left hand to our left hip. And we're going to twist and look over that left shoulder if we can. If that's too much today, then just simply look towards the back of the chair. But here we want to open this area up. We haven't done a twist yet. Twists are great, remember, for wringing out the tension in the spine, the loosening low back pain, and can help even with things like sciatica. So enjoy the twist, breathing in. Exhale, come back to the center. We're going to come up carefully and go into downward dog. So legs are straight or bent, but they're together. Arms are strong. And I want to bring my ears in alignment with the inner elbows. I want to look here towards my upper thighs. My arms are strong, but I've loaded the weight into my heels as well as my hands. And again, just a glorious stretch for the back body. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. That's it. Switch on that deep breathing, yogis, if you can. One more inhale. One more lovely exhale. Good. Now we come forwards. We come into that upward dog. So I'm going to lean forwards. Now take care. The weight distributed through my palms. Lift the shoulders. And for those that want to today, you can come into a deeper stretch by pushing the hips down, but lifting the chest up. Glorious stretch. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is very good for strengthening the arms and the upper body, but it is strong. So if that's too much, just staying in a gentler version like this, maybe with the knees bent, still getting that stretch. And then very, very gently, yogis, we come out of that pose, okay? So we come back to a flat back. Now we're going to switch sides. So left foot between the chair, right foot turned out. Bend the front knee. And again, activate the stretch in the back calf muscles. Still looking down. Think of the back of the neck wanting to remain long. We're going to now bend that opposite knee. So this time I need the left knee down, don't I? There we go. And I'm going to twist this time. So leaving my left hand there, twist to my right. Looking over the shoulder. If you don't want to look over that right shoulder, yogis, look towards the back of the chair, remember. Hold for an extra breath in if you can. Deep breath out. Enjoy the twist on the right side of your body. Inhale again with me. Exhale, return to the center slowly. Let's come up nice and slowly, back into that flat back. So legs straight, knees can be bent, arms strong. Looking down, just a moment to be in the spine again. Step forward slightly, bend those knees. Inhale, rising up. And exhale to finish with the hands back in the prayer position, facing your chair. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Congratulate yourself on doing 24 poses. Well done. And we've still got about 5 minutes to go. Roll the shoulders back. I'm really hoping you feel warmer now. And let's, as I said, do a couple of balances. We've done quite a lot with our hands, so I think we'll leave the cans for a moment. But just turn so that the chair is again once more facing, you're facing the back of the chair, and then turn sideways. And do make sure you've got plenty of mat or area so you're not going to knock your leg, okay? Let's try a very simple standing pose. I'm going to have my left hand on the chair and I'm going to bend my right knee. So my left leg is the standing leg. Again, as I look forwards, I just want to check in with that left leg. Keep it strong, keep it straight, anchor it into the floor. And then with the bent knee, just another little hip opening, I take the leg out to the side. I flex the toes of the right foot, and then I'm going to bring the sole of the foot to rest on the inner calf of the left leg. Can you see? just below my knee. I'm not pushing into the knee. And then I'm going to raise that right arm and come across. And then I'm going to release. So we do 6 of those. We're going to inhale and get a lovely stretch in the side body. And exhale. If you feel confident enough, take the hand away. Breathing in, little sort of swaying palm tree. Breathing out. If you feel yourself go, that's fine. The chair is there. 2 more. Inhale. Try not to lean into the chair. And exhale. Lovely. Breathing in again. That's it. Just allow your body to be as flexible as it can, like a tree. And then very carefully bring the knee in, release and relax. Let's try the other side. Just a very gentle pose. We've done a lot of work today. And again, hopefully at a pace that suits you. Right leg is strong. Hold on to the chair. That's the option, of course. And first of all, just want you to establish shifting the weight onto the right leg. So I raise that left knee and I want to look forwards and keep my spine tall. That in itself is a balance. If again you wanted to, you could take your right hand to your hip and not use the chair. But again, the chair's there to aid you. Carefully take that left knee out, flex the toes. Notice if one hip feels just softer, more supple than the other. And again, take care if this is your, tighter hip, don't strain. Breathe in and then gradually start to take that heel just below the right knee. Keep the left knee open. Lovely. And we're going to inhale and raise the left arm, come over for a lovely side stretch. Exhale, keep that left knee open. 6 of those. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lovely. Inhale. That's it. Get the stretch. Exhale. Use the breath wisely. 3 more. Breathing in. Lovely. Breathing out. Your poses don't need to be static. They can be moving with the breath. Lovely. 1 more. Again, try not to lean into the chair too much. I know it's tempting. And release. Lovely. Bring the knee in. Straighten. Relax. Shake it out, yogis. Well done. Oh, we've got about a minute to spare. I'm so glad we've got our balance in. So it's time to come back to sitting. It doesn't have to go quickly, doesn't it, when you're enjoying yourself? So come back to sitting with me. Let's just close the practice together. Now, do you remember right at the beginning, we turned the palms uppermost. We brought the thumb and the index finger pads touching. Let's do that again. Turn the palms uppermost in that gesture of receptivity. Feet apart, sitting tall. I want you to either close the eyes or keep them open and looking softly ahead if you wish to, but ideally closing the eyes and the mouth. Let's just enjoy taking 5 deep breaths here, breathing fresh energy into the body, breathing out what's old and used up, peace in, stress and tension out. And as you take 3 more slow breaths, yogis, do notice if your body feels looser and more supple now. Notice if your mind feels quieter and calmer. And just appreciating this sacred moment together as we breathe in and breathe out. And we can rest here at our center and draw strength from our center. We can rest here at our center, our belly, and draw strength from our center. Let's take another deep breath in and out together. Again, just noticing how you now feel physically. So just being aware of physically how you now feel. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. If your eyes were closed, open them now, release the fingers, and exhale to relax. Let's close the practice together, yogis. We'll inhale and raise the arms. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart center. Take a moment to wish yourself and your body well. And may they both continue to serve you well. Om Shanti Peace. Namaste. Do go well. See you again soon. Bye for now.